Welcome to the NASCAR Hotspot Podcast. I'm Caden, joined here by Troy and Chris, and we're going to go over the rainy, beaten, bumper banging weekend of Martinsville. So, start off, how was your guys' weekend?
My week was pretty good. It was a little busy, but it was a couple good races in there. And even though they got postponed, it was nice to see them. And yeah, how was your weekend, Chris?
It was definitely a good weekend. I finally got to get back out into the real world. It's about damn time. Uh, no, it was good watching the races. What I could watch of them. There were definitely a lot of interesting notes to take from it. So with that, let's get into it. Let's talk about Xfinity series.
All the way back on Friday. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so on Friday the Xfinity Series race started, and we got through 91 laps, so it was pretty good. We have a couple lead changes. It was some pretty good races. I think a couple spins in it. Including Riley Herb spun.
Yeah. What even? No, did he? He didn't bounce off of someone. He just spun, didn't he? No.
He got spun by Clement. Maybe.
No, I think it was Tommy Joe or Tommy Joe
Yep.
Martins.
They went to the corner 3 wide.
Yeah.
And I guess Herbst cleared himself kinda, or like Tom and Joe like didn't really have like the inside that much, but like he was just kind of like barely there. They made contact and they spun, and then later, a couple laps later on the restart, Michael Net spun, and that was on his own. He went under Justin Allgaier, I think, and he spun under him. Both these drivers made no contact, and that's kind of that.
Yeah, did it really affect their races? Because later on, we'd see them both get back up towards the front at some point.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I
To
didn't
the
watch
lead,
the
but-
first. I was at a friend's house. I tried to tune in the first time, but then it was like it's a rain delay. So I'm like, okay, no bother watching. And I thought it would just be delayed, but they got like 91 laps in. Was that Friday night? They still got them in?
That was Friday night, yeah.
yeah.
I just remember seeing Brandon Jones leading when the caution was out.
Yeah, he had. Oh no, what happened? No, Barry had pit, so that's why Jones got the lead.
No, Jones
No.
took like seconds before the
Yeah,
caution.
that's what it was. Yeah,
So it was pretty much Josh Berry got to the front. He was kind of like one of the fastest cars. And we also had a couple other guys challenging there. Cindric was kind of up there. Gregson was up there, but kind of struggled for track position. That was kind of his whole entire race. He struggling with track position. And then it was pretty much Jones and Barry swapping the lead for final couple laps to the red flag. And finally, after like an hour and a half of sitting there in the rain, they called it for Sunday. So I don't know.
that was more like 3 hours, dude.
It was a good bit. It was a lot of
He
rain.
was like 10, 20 minutes later. They just called it for like 4 for Sunday. But from what I watched in the Xfinity Series this year, Cindric doesn't look as good as he has last year. I don't know if that's like because there's more competition, but he doesn't look as good as he did last year. I don't know.
He's not as dominant, is pretty much, if you like.
Yeah, I mean, he's still good. He's still contending. Obviously, he won Phoenix, but outside of Phoenix, Daytona Road Course, he was good, but I got caught up in Allmendinger's wreck. But other than that, I can't remember a race winning speed. He's had like he's been a no.
No.
And he
Cindric.
won Daytona.
He won Daytona Oval.
Oh, he did. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I mean the first 3 or 4 races of the year, he won a stage or two in each race.
Not
Yeah.
Daytona Road Course.
Yeah, he did.
He won the first stage.
He won the first stage.
I thought
Because
that
him and
wreck happened
Allgaier
on the
were
first
that,
stage.
or him and Allmendinger were that far ahead of the rest of the field.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then
I don't keep up
Allmendinger,
with Cindric. I don't care about him whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean he's doing better than Brandon Jones this season. So
I don't care. I didn't. I never mentioned the man once.
I just know which one's your favorite in Xfinity.
Yep, I know you know. I know you know. I was actually gonna start talking about I know these have been rumors for a while, but like I feel like they've gained a lot more traction about 2311 becoming a 2-car team next
I
year. I
like the
feel like
idea of having that conversation, but I feel like we should do that after.
yeah, I was just gonna say just because Toyota got on my mind and like
Yeah.
Truex and the best driver of all time, Martinsville.
No, don't even say that. That is no, not even close to that yet.
I've also
Yeah.
heard people talk about Chase Elliott being a top 3 short track driver
Yeah, I don't know where
currently
those
active.
come from.
I don't know, bro. I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, dude is actually so bad at Richmond. Martinsville, he's pretty good at. I'd say it's
He's
one
not
of his better tracks. But he's
so
not
bad.
typically insane at Bristol either. He's had his runs, but he hasn't. I don't know. I just feel like Chase Elliott is extremely overrated at short tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Martinsville, Richmond, Richmond is really good at, but Martinsville he's like pretty good at.
Richmond, he's not good at.
Not Richmond, I mean Bristol. And then Richmond, he's like
Well, didn't he get like 6th or something last year, and that was his first top 10 in his career at Richmond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a couple of
Yeah.
years ago?
Him and Blaney both are so bad at Richmond.
Can
They're
we,
like,
we can avoid that. We can avoid that, dog. We don't
hey,
need to.
you
We
must
don't
be
need to worry
you
about
must be
that.
happy. Blaney just won 2 stages in one race. I mean,
Yeah, and then he
I'd take
ran
that.
over his fucking freaking front tire
His
gun.
car
Damn it!
stages he wins, stage 1 and 2, and
Typical shit that happens to Blaney, and then he used up his tires and finished 11th after passing Kyle, and then Kyle got back by him at the end.
First Blaney choke of the season, boys. How many more are we gonna go? 2, 3, 4?
That's right. People
Let's
talk
talk about Xfinity.
yeah. Let's
We
get back
got
to
really
Xfinity.
off track.
Can we talk about how freaking Josh Berry?
how about that? We had
We could
3
talk
I don't
about-
know who won the first 2 stages. I did not. I couldn't
Gregson
watch
won
until-
stage 1, Hemrick won stage 2.
Okay, I couldn't watch the first 2 stages.
Remember-
That's why I'm.
Emmerich pretty much dominated stage 2.
Yeah.
He led most of the laps and kind of pulled away, but he wasn't like the dominant driver. I think like the more like the faster cars were kind of like in traffic on like a different strategy.
Yeah, we saw that as soon as those guys got up front. I mean, Hemrick still finished 3rd, but it was all about strategy, basically, when you took your tires and when you didn't, because they only had, 4 sets of tires? I think?
Yeah, they had very few sets of tires in that race
Yeah,
for that.
but the final stage, the most important stage, we finally have the man that I've been waiting to win all season in Xfinity Series, finally won a damn race.
I'm
Kinda-
happy, bro, for Josh Berry. I mean,
Yes,
it's kind of
sir.
cool to see a guy who's practically a nobody get into this top tier ride and just class everybody else, show the field who's boss at these short tracks. I mean, he's had pretty good speed the whole season, but this is
Yeah.
like the first race where I'd say he's had race winning where he did end up winning. It's just a feel good story.
I think I've been saying if he wins a race or does enough, that Junior could lose his late model guy, and he very well could, because what are they going to do? Put a 5th car out there that I don't think Xfinity Series does. So
Oh yeah, wait. They're filled up. Who is it? It's Algar, Gregson, and then the 4th part-time.
yeah,
Well,
the
like
8
full
car.
time, but part-time. Yeah, the 8 car.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a worrying position if you're Josh Berry. Like, you have proved everything, but Gregson ain't going nowhere. Algar, unless he retires out of nowhere, which I doubt he will, is going nowhere. And
that still has
that,
Pilot.
yeah, and that has Pilot, but like,
That's the only thing keeping him.
you kind of got to weigh out your, like, do I want a lot of money but with a low performing driver, or do I want not a lot of money with a high performing driver?
I mean, if he can run up front, yeah, the sponsor money is going to be the only thing that hurts, but the purse money will still be, it'll help, but it won't cover everything.
Yeah. Unless they pull. Wait, what did they say was the A car's plan? Didn't they say
Sam
Zane
Mayer.
Smith? Sam Mayer
Once he turns 18, Sam Mayer's behind the wheel
for full time next year?
for the rest of this year.
Oh.
Yeah, once he turns 18, he's going to be behind the wheel to 8.
Oh, so that's just assuming immediately he's just going to be next year, and he's going to be in that car. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. So it's
I think
either
if anything, we'll see him go into another Chevy team. That's Troy. I cannot hear you. You like go to talk, and then if one of us are talking, your mic dies.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like that.
So just do the thing you did last time. Raise your hand. We'll shut up. We'll make fun of you first for raising your hand, but
Little schoolboy Troy has to raise his hand.
little schoolboy Troy has to raise his hand.
I mean, he could go to
Troy, do you want
college,
to
but I
say
don't know
something
if
about
any.
your favorite
Actually-
team in Xfinity?
I've got an idea where Barry could go.
Oh,
Colleague. Kurt retires at the end of this year. Haley gets put into the 1 car. Maybe Barry goes to the 11 car.
I like that idea.
the 11 would be way more consistent. Oh, and wouldn't be as torn up.
Also, wouldn't be having to win off pure luck.
Yeah, that too. I mean, shit, dude, if he had more luck outside of yesterday, he probably would have another win or two this season. He's just had speed.
He's had mad speed, but I don't know if he's had race winning speed compared to other guys.
I mean, Daytona, if Ty Dillon didn't, bomb the field basically.
I mean, that's Daytona. I mean, I guess anyone can win there, but I mean, a win is a win for that man. If you win, I'd say if this man wins another race, I could see Barry going to college. That would make sense.
I'd like to see him be going to a higher
full-time team.
How bad is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Xfinity. Josh Berry wins. He's not full-time, so he doesn't get in the playoffs. That's sad.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't talked about the playoffs in forever. I mean, we kind of ditched the whole racing reference, every single caution thing.
Need to talk.
We're better off without talking about every single caution.
Yeah.
And more just explaining every caution.
Yeah, that's why I like the idea of talking about every single caution because some of them are pointless. Oh, that's right. There was a fight after the race.
Oh, yeah. Battle of the Talentless. Who was it? Greg Galding and Joe Graf Jr.?
Yeah.
And then Joe Graf Jr. tried to call out Greg Galding, but he got so much backlash.
They both run 38th every week.
I mean, I could give a little bit of respect to Greg Galding because, I mean, he's not Joe Graf Jr. I guess that's a plus. I'm sorry, Joe Graf Jr. Man is such a laughing stock. He's just not good.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as Matt Mills, whose equipment falls apart 5 laps into a race.
I feel bad for that, man. Who does he drive for? Is he Mike Harmon?
Is it Mike Harmon or BJ McLeod?
I think it's Mike Harmon. BJ McLeod is what's his face?
I know BJ has the 78.
Ooh, 78. What a good number.
I want to say no, BJ does have the 5 too. Yo, Ryan this is so low in points. Oh my god.
How does he even have a ride? How does he get these sponsors?
Because he's on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a big platform.
I guess probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he ran the TikTok car last year at Talladega, and everyone went crazy. Oh, meme car 2020. It's just a TikTok car, bro.
Oh.
What?
Ty Gibbs is in the playoffs, and he's not racing the full season.
Oh, he's so good.
No, he's locked into the playoffs, and he's not even racing the full season. Yeah.
Is he running?
He's running
He's running part-time.
Yeah.
He's running. So did they just say, you know what, put this kid in the car for the rest of the year? I wouldn't blame them, honestly. That'd be a pretty smart move. No way.
I'm looking up right now what his schedule is because
No, he's part-time. I know that.
I know that, but I'm trying to figure out.
Because
Yeah.
Busch is racing more races. Hamlin's racing more races. And
He's already
isn't
set up to run 3 races in the playoff. He's already set
win
to
all
run-
3 races and go to Phoenix?
Wait, no, is Richmond in the playoffs for Xfinity?
No, it's the cut line race.
The second to last race before the playoff. Bristol's
Yeah.
the cutoff.
Oh yeah,
So
Bristol. Forgot
he's
about
only
that.
scheduled to run 2 races that are in the playoff.
What races?
Roval and Kansas.
No, he's probably gonna win the Roval.
He's supposed to run Mid Ohio too.
Mid Ohio. Dog is actually probably gonna become the new king of road courses.
He's also going to run Road America, Watkins Glen, and Indy Road Course.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
definitely gonna become the new king of road courses.
He's not doing Coda.
Why is he not doing Coda? Doesn't make sense. I mean,
No, because Coda's probably going to be run by one of the Cup guys.
Coda's being run by Hamlin, is it not?
I think so.
I think it is. I know it's one of the Cup guys. I don't think it's not Truex. I believe Truex is doing.
Truex already did it. I think was he only doing
Was
one
it?
race?
I think he was only doing one race. Yeah,
Yeah.
Truex was only doing one race.
Yeah.
Was he? I think he might be.
Here,
I'm looking. I posted on my story. Let's check this out. Might as well message Troy. Been 46 minutes since we started. Troy, join.
Can you hear me? Or is it like
Kind
really
of
bad
hear you.
right now?
Yeah, it sounds like shit, but I can hear you.
Bro, I don't know my internet. The internet, like, it looks good, but like, it's not good right now. It's so much worse when I put my camera on.
Oh, Caden. Kyle's doing
Yeah.
Coda.
Kyle's doing Coda.
Yeah.
Did you see if Truex doing any other? I don't think he is, but I thought he was doing another road course.
No, because
Sure, she's doing one start.
yeah, Truex
Oh, it was one
just
star.
doing
That's
one.
lame.
Yeah.
So just whooped the field at like Watkins Glen or something.
As long as Chase Elliott wasn't there.
Yeah.
That man
I don't
owns
care.
Watkins Glen.
Doesn't own Watkins Glen. I mean, he kind of does. 2 wins in a row. I could do that.
And the
in my
Roval.
sleep. I could do that. Okay, Roval sucks though. We're not talking about Roval. Man just likes to win at all the bad
Yeah,
tracks.
I agree.
Started off
what a
Saturday night.
goat.
We were all getting hyped. We were all like, yeah, Martinsville, baby. Got in 40 laps. Cody Ware dumped his teammate intentionally. Rain happened.
Talentless hack. Talentless.
Talentless,
About
straight
just how bad Cody
talentless.
Ware is.
Oh, did you see the Twitter tweet? The tweets on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
um,
saw all of that.
Like all the things that Cody Ware was saying, and then Rick Ware was like, "Hey, bro, you should like pipe
Yo,
down.
he was,
I know
yeah,
you're
he
my
was
child
like,
and
cut it
everything."
out, bro.
Dude, imagine wrecking your own teammate, bitching
For
about
no
them on the
reason.
radio, threatening that you're going to wreck them every time they're in front of them, and then forgetting that your dad is literally hooked up to the radio and he's your team owner.
Oh, there was like one tweet, I forget who was saying what it was saying. But it was like Cody Ware, he's like, every time I get to that man, I'm gonna wreck him. And then it was like, it didn't specify who, but I think it was his dad, because he's like, Cody, like quit that. Like, I forget what the tweet was
Yeah.
like. He was like,
I
Cody,
think,
quit
yeah, I
what
think
you're
his dad
doing.
said that.
It was him.
Yeah, I don't think it was like his crew chief. That doesn't sound like something his crew chief would do. Like smart non buster, like it was weird. I feel bad for James Davison. I'm sorry. That's probably our fault. We had you on the podcast. We jinxed you. We cursed you.
Yeah, this is like
Happens-
the ultimate jinx. He got on the
Happens every
podcast.
time.
Now
happened
his
to Kraus.
teammates trying to wreck him.
Derek Kraus was like running top 10 every race, and then we get him on the podcast, and man's like barely breaking the top 20 every race. We're sorry about you, Derek Kraus. Lassard, we had you on the podcast. You were the best guest so far. No offense, though. You were the best guest so far, and then you were like a championship contender, and then you like absolutely killed the field at Vegas. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry. Jesse Little. I don't know what happened to you, Jesse Little, but something's probably
Actually,
gone
break
wrong.
break failure.
Yeah,
Finished
he had
last.
break failure at Phoenix, and
Sorry, bro. I'm terribly sorry. Christopher
Well,
Bell's
Edward.
kicker hasn't messed up yet.
yeah,
You're going strong, bro.
yeah. But the only thing we've gotten good so far.
And 1 out of 5.
Oh, it's so
I
bad.
take it. It's a good ratio.
No, it's not.
20% ratio.
Dude, that's a 4-to-1 ratio. I'm good.
Why do you keep adjusting, bro?
I'm
Yeah,
getting
why-
my water,
no.
bro, and I have a
Why-
wire.
No.
Okay. All right. So let's see this is going. So
First 41
Dang.
laps of Cup, they were actually some pretty good laps, I'd say.
Yeah, it was
Hamlin took the
pretty
lead
good.
from Joey Logano. Logano started on pole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Logano started on pole. Hamlin took the lead on like lap 4. Yeah, I think it was lap 4. And then ran away with it till Cody Ware lost talent, blah, blah, blah. Wrecked. It was, you know what? The first time I saw it, I'm like, okay, he might have just gotten loose. But after seeing it, he literally was like, he was perfectly fine. He was running the bottom and he just turns right.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, it was like it was. There's no hiding it.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
just-
No.
and the way he's talking, like it's like obvious, like he's not even trying to hide it that he dumped him.
Yeah.
So like,
They should start interviewing him. Be
at
good.
least if when you were like Matt Kenseth in 2015, like, oh, I blew a right front. It wasn't believable, but at least he was like, I blew a right front.
My brakes went out. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Your brakes did go out.
Yeah,
You didn't
totally.
wreck you the race before. Your brakes went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the bunny down.
Okay.
And then we would have a rain delay until Sunday, which the race
Yeah.
would be resumed at 4. I believe
O'clock.
it was like 4 o'clock. And then we would restart. And then Ryan Blaney really came on strong. We knew Denny Hamlin, he would have a super fast short run car. No one could touch him on the short runs. But once we got in like about 20, 30, 35 laps in, Blaney would start reeling him in. And it wouldn't take long for Blaney to get around him.
It was really easy. And he would pull away to like 2 or 3 seconds. It was a really big lead at
Yeah.
times.
But then there was also the first caution of the day, which was, I believe Kurt Busch got spun by Eric Jones.
Yes.
it was
So it was on like lap 2, going to turn 3. Eric Jones kind of went high in the corner and he just made contact with Kurt Busch and Kurt Busch spun.
yeah,
Thankfully,
Kurt Busch
hit
had an
nothing.
eventful day.
Yeah. Really eventful.
Wasn't Kurt Busch involved in like 3 wrecks? He was involved in the big one. He was involved in the very first
2.
wreck. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he was involved in a-
3.
This is not Cody Ware.
Blaney had a long run car. Blaney really, I don't want to say this because this always happens at the start of the season. Everyone's like, man, this is Blaney's year. He's going to win races. I think the only difference this year is he won at 1.5 miles. And I think he's now got
He
more
legitimately
confidence in-
won.
He legitimately won. He passed Larson cleanly,
Yeah.
even though Larson almost shoved him in with there, but that's okay. Blaney
It's
still won.
okay. It's a close
Yeah.
one.
Blaney would sweep the stages, but I think the second stage was pretty uneventful. Second stage was boring. Blaney opened it up to like a
Yeah.
4-second
There was
lead, 5-second lead.
Two.
Yeah, there was a
accidents.
101 green flag run until Cody Waring did that.
Oh, yeah.
and
Surprise,
then
surprise.
and then there was another
Surprise.
4-lap run until we had something between Ryan Newman, Eric Almirola,
man.
and Matt
Yeah.
DiBenedetto.
Almirola got his
Um,
front end smashed in.
Eric Almirola
Yeah,
is
wasn't
so
this the
bad.
one?
I mean,
wasn't this the one where everyone checked up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the Penske cars got together, and then Newman spun, got into the Benedetto, and then Almirola just didn't use his brakes and hit in the back of Suarez, I think it was.
I think this is time for the first
How
lengthy
did- wait.
discussion.
How did he finish 20th?
I know.
Because
What
there was
the
like 8 cars you got in.
Same
there was,
how
like,
all
15
the
cars
Rick
who
Ware
got-
cars got top 30s.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. That's
JJ Ely was top 25. My guy. James Davison with the
Yeah.
22nd. Is it his best career finish?
Yeah.
Let's check it.
In Cup, I think so.
It is.
Hold up. I'll check this out. 22nd he got.
Yeah.
It is. His
Oh,
best
let's
career
go. We got some luck.
Yeah.
He
That's
beat
the best career
his
finish.
previous best was at the road course though this year with 23rd. So let's go.
Yeah.
He beat it by one
Yeah,
position.
he had something happen to him in that race too. So if
Yeah.
that didn't happen, he probably would have finished higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is when we've kind of got to talk about. We kind of talked about little mini discussions about SHR,
Oh,
but I feel like we got to talk about them.
Yeah. Because now
This
it's like
isn't
a
a
real
rant.
problem.
This is a
is a
serious
discussion.
problem for this team. This team, by the end of stage 1, had 2 cars a lap down, Briscoe and Custer.
3. Oh, I
And
know
then-
2. Yeah.
And then Almirola and Harvick were the last 2 drivers on the lead lap. I'll give Harvick a little bit more credit because he would bounce back and finish 9th. But the other 3, oh my God.
God
can we just
awful.
talk about how everyone hypes up Almirola to be the second best driver on the team, and then isn't he last or right in front of Briscoe in points?
He's 28th in points. Almirola, I believe, was like 28th in points.
No,
Yes.
just kidding. He is last out of the SHR group in points.
Oh my God.
I know.
I
He's
mean,
so
like,
Briscoe
bad.
has 9 points. on
Yeah,
him.
like some of this is bad luck, but like if you look at where he's running before he wrecks, like it kind of
He's
gives
not running
it out
good. He's
there.
running 20th every race before something
Yeah.
happens. And that is not playoff material. They showed it during the race. I believe it was like when that wreck happened in stage 2. Almirola's best finishes this season are 12th and
I think he has an
or was it 11th?
somewhere.
It was 11th and 17th. Other than that, he's finished like 22nd twice. He's finished outside the top 30 two or 3 times.
Yeah.
He's
How do you
he needs
how do you make this
He-
guy your
Yeah,
second
here
best driver?
here's his finishes this year. He's a 34th to start the season, 17th, 30th, 38th, 11th, 20th, 36th, and 20th. That's
yes, it's early on in the season and there is time for improvements, but they are
If he wants to
without
make
a
the
win,
playoffs,
this
he's gonna
team's
have to
not
win a
making the
race.
playoffs.
He has to
This
win a
team
race if he
needs
wants
to
to
win.
make the playoffs. He's not going to
Yep.
be able to point his way in. There's no way.
No, not from where he is now. If he was like in 22nd in points, I would say, you know what, he still has a chance. He's pretty consistent in summer. But he's not making the playoffs with this. With all these new winners and everything, and potential new winners who are sitting outside the cut line, I still think this man, he needs to get out of his ride at the end of the season.
Currently,
Yeah. I think this is. I think
whether
whatever
it's
happens
forced-
from here, even if he's like turns it up late in the season, I think that this start of the season and the way he's running will kind of gives it off to Tony to be like, okay, this is it. Like
currently you have
he had his good.
Bowman, Newman, Bubba, Priest, Reddick, DiBenedetto, Suarez, Chastain, Eric Jones, Cole Custer, and Chase Briscoe are all above him.
And I want to say, I think all of those drivers could realistically win.
yeah.
Whether it be off strategy, I think Newman can win. Newman has actually
Newman
shown
can win
pretty
a plate
good.
race.
Yeah,
or
Newman.
Super Speedway. Sorry.
Bowman still can point his. Bowman can still point his way, and I think we
he's
all
only
expect him
5
to do
back.
that. Reddick, Custer. I think even though he's been pretty lackluster, I think Custer could pull off a win somewhere, whether it's
Yeah,
on
in
strategy
the
or
end,
anything.
it's like Stewart Haas equipment, and he runs top 10 sometimes. So
Custer,
know.
I think
Custer.
Points.
Yeah, Custer's fairly-
the second best driver on the team, right?
Custer's
and it-
fairly inconsistent. I know he's ran like top 10 this season in several races, but he's also ran like 20th or worse several races.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're at this point, if you're Bubba on back, so 19th on back, you're gonna be needing a win pretty soon because
Well,
Bubba's
yeah.
33 out.
Bubba's already
33
what? 30?
out.
He's already 33 out.
Suarez doesn't need a win. He could be a good point. He just needs a couple top 12s and stage points.
Yeah, but I mean,
And it's still
Look at
really
his
early. I
balance.
mean,
Busher-
a lot of
Stenhouse and
guys
Busher
in
are
the
probably
cut line
outliers,
can fuck
but
up.
Busher's also been super fast this year.
Busher. And
Yeah, it's
Newman
only
have
it's
both
only
been
like it's
extremely
only like
fast.
two races where he just had like actual speed.
All right, so that explains why he's 14th in points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
Chris
because
Busher has been.
he's been top 10,
Chris
but it's not
Busher has
like
been.
amazing speed. He had one
Yes,
good
it has
he
been.
had
He
one
literally.
two good stages.
Chris Busher has been a top 15, top 10 threat all year.
I want to
He's
say
been
top
better.
10.
He's been a top 12 driver all year, top 15 with his
Say top
occasional.
15.
I think he's been better.
Outside of Daytona, his lowest finish is 19th at Homestead. He finished 11th at the road course, 14th at Vegas, 18th at Phoenix, 7th at Atlanta, Bristol Dirt. He finished 14th in Martinsville. Yesterday, he finished 13th.
He's
top
pretty
15.
consistent. Yeah, he's top 15.
Top 15. It's just like
I think-
just like Stenhouse. Stenhouse is actually above him in the regular points.
I believe it.
Stenhouse has also been mad
I mean, that
consistent.
second really carries you places.
I mean, he's also finished every race on the lead lap.
Stenhouse?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that.
13th, 11th, 12th, 12th, 2nd, and 15th. All 8 races
Stenhouse
so
is
far
a
on the lead lap.
sleeper.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know a lot of people kind of write him off as he can immediately go win.
I put Stenhouse like where Austin Dillon was last year, minus a win.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I
Flirting
don't
with
know
the
that
cut line
big
the
of a
whole
run,
season.
but like around that area. Makes sense, yeah.
I mean, you got to look at all the drivers. You have the big names, and then you have, like, I'd say 4 wild card spots where anyone can point themselves in. You've already had Michael McDowell win, so you erase one of those spots. And I believe you said it's Chris Busher and Ricky Stenhouse who are above the cut line.
Austin Dillon's in right now.
Austin Dillon. Yeah, so those are 4 wild card spots taken up already with 1 win, so you can't erase that.
Yeah.
So for drivers like Bowman, I still think will make the playoffs. It's been a rocky start, but it's also been extremely unlucky. Reddick, I could see make the playoffs. I don't know if he will.
Reddick is currently 44 points back. Is that my math correct? 46. It's currently 46 back. Priest is 35 back. Newman's 23 back. And then Benedetto 48, Suarez 51, Custer 53. Outside of that, you're looking at more than a race back already.
Like Almirola, that sucks.
Almirola 85 back.
Almirola, I have a prediction. I don't think he cracks the top 20 in points this year.
Yeah,
that's possible. What is he? 28th now?
He's 28th.
Yeah, he's 28th now.
Yeah,
yes, he can bounce back and with consistency.
If
he just keeps dragging. Yeah. Behind who?
Priest. That's who's 20th right now. He is 50 points behind him.
That's just gonna keep growing and growing, I bet. Bruce is also gonna be missing races.
Caden's so excited about this.
He just I don't like seeing drivers get the boot out of the ride unless they need it. Trevor Bayne needed it.
Oh, more than
Almirola needs it.
Yeah.
He's past his prime, which was
there was no prime. There was no prime. There was like a half a season where like summer to playoffs, he was like top 10 driver.
It's funny because you look at, and I know Caden's going to shake his head already, but you look at Benedetto's start to the season and how that was like a total cluster, right? Like 35th on back, like the first 3 or 4 races. He's already 22nd in points.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it's impossible for Almirola to make his way back up. But what Benedetto did was he realized, okay, I'm far back that I'm going to have to start really pushing it. And he pushed it to where now he can make the playoffs on points. It's still hard, but he can still do it. I think he needs the boot. And I don't know if there's any other driver who would take his role. I don't think, unless he makes the playoffs, I don't think he deserves it.
Who else are you going to put in the 10?
That's the thing. There's nobody to put in the 10.
Because anyone that's
There's many drivers in Xfinity
Priest?
that could just move over. You don't have to be running for Ford and Xfinity.
Priest?
Yeah, I don't know. Priest would be nice. Oh my god.
He's already a non-charter. JTG doesn't know if they're going to run the full season with him.
Yeah. And he's been showing top 15, top 20 speed.
Yeah, he hasn't been too bad. I will double check what he's done. I mean, besides like one or two races where his car literally caught on fire, he hasn't been too bad. He
A lot
definitely
better than
knows
last
it.
season. He was
Oh,
terrible
dude, he was
last season.
Terrible last season.
I think he kind of realized I've got to step up my game.
6th, 9th,
Yeah.
21st, 15th, 26th, 25th, 18, and then 36 yesterday.
So the past couple races haven't been the best, but he had a really good start to the season.
Yeah. I mean, if he just
finished
keeps
a
up
lap
top
behind.
20 speed, I think he can. I don't think he makes the playoffs unless he wins. But if he can just keep up top 20, top 22 speed, I think that kind of just proves that he's still a good driver.
Well, think about it. Even if he wins, he's got to run the full season.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Priest in the 10,
So he's
though,
got to
would be
win
nice. I
like
would
really
like that.
soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know when their first race they're gonna miss is, but like nobody
I know
really
they
knows
said
right
they
now.
had sponsorship for 24 races.
Yeah, but that can be scattered, of course.
Yeah.
So
Imagine building up all those points just to miss the last 12 races of the season and then fall back and finish like 30 of them points.
Yeah. I mean, hang on. He's still going to finish in front of the Rick Ware cars. He's going to finish in front of the Quinn House.
Yeah.
Who's the other ones that are actually getting points?
Josh Chastain.
No.
Eric Almirola, Chase Briscoe.
Anthony
damn.
Alfredo.
Oh my
Can we
god.
talk about
Anthony
how much of a
Alfredo.
waste of a ride that is?
No, I
Oh,
think we
he's-
all saw
We all
that
knew
coming.
he wasn't
We
gonna be
all
good.
knew he would be so bad. But
This
he's
is
such like an
bad.
awesome guy. He's
This
just an
is
awesome
worse than
guy. Like we
expected,
kind of just
though.
like encouraged it, I guess.
There was no
Like,
one
I was
else that
expecting
could ride. I
backside
don't
of
blame them.
I was expecting backside of the 20s, but he's like
Oh my god.
I
I was expecting mid 25s, maybe 30s.
was expecting
I was
25th
expecting
to 30th, and he's wrecking every week.
Yeah.
He's only made select Xfinity starts though.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
same with
he did
trucks,
finish
it's
26th
like-
yesterday, but everyone wrecked. So, how credible is that?
I don't know. Stewart Haas
Yeah,
Racing. I forgot that we
19.
were talking
He is
Stewart Haas.
19 Xfinity starts and 13 truck starts.
He's
He
gonna
Add
doesn't
them
even have a
together,
full
and that's
season
like
of Cup.
less than that's like less than a year in Xfinity.
It's like
kinda.
32 races. It's not even a full Cup
No.
season. What, 19 and 13?
Yeah, never mind. Brain is not functioning at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stewart
So
Haas
now
Racing.
we got the team, we got the bad team and stuff like that out of the way. So we're gonna move on.
Oh, wait. I got one more bad team.
Okay.
Ross Chastain is so bad.
Oh my god.
He
I
literally
expected
ran into the back of
I
Keselowski.
expected bad, but this is really
Hang
bad
on.
stuff.
I said it in the chat earlier today. Larson proved that he overachieved in that 42 car.
Yeah.
I don't know. He definitely did overachieve. Don't get me wrong, but I think, what's his name? Chastain is underachieving.
Yeah.
By
Like
a
he
lot.
isn't it's not like he's running with what the equipment can do. He's not running what the equipment do. It's just
He's
driver's
just
skill.
tearing up cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times he's wrecked this season, but I know he's been in definitely a couple incidents that were just completely avoidable. Like that wreck that just happened. He literally
he just
drove into the back of
into the corner
Keselowski.
and
He never hit
pushed.
the brakes. He just shoved
Yeah.
him up out of the track. I don't
Well,
know. I didn't.
let's not forget when he almost ran De Benedetto onto the apron at Vegas.
Let's also not forget Daytona in 2019, or was it 2019? Is 2020?
2020, yeah.
When he literally tried to slide job the whole entire field in the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget when he dumped Kyle Busch at Phoenix.
Let's
Oh,
not
yeah.
forget when he tried chopping off Blaney's nose and Blaney just gassed it and threw him into the wall at the road course.
Let's not forget when at Vegas last year when he was running the 6 car because and then he just bring out a random caution because he just spun. Didn't get loose. He just spun.
This is a new segment. Let's not forget the time one.
No, this is a new segment. Let's just absolutely shit on drivers.
We do that
Every
anyway.
week when Ross Chastain does something. Let's not forget about the time one. We just add it up.
We'll just make
It'll be
whole
like half the
montage.
episode by the end of the year. We'll have a whole
Yeah,
list and
We're
we're
just
like,
gonna have a
let-
montage by the end of the season. That'll be great.
Remember when Ross Chastain accidentally stomped on a melon when he was in the 3rd grade? Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke his ankle. What a moron.
Remember when he said he was gonna do good on dirt and then he crashed?
Remember when people said he was going to be the next big driver?
we're not. Oh my god, Chastain fans are gonna hate us.
I was so glad I was never on that bandwagon. Oh my god, I despise the guy with a passion.
I
think
was
it
on the
for
bandwagon
Darlington
when he
race.
was with JD Motorsports when he was like, yeah.
Bandwagon for me. I don't do bandwagons. Troy does. Troy's all about the bandwagon life. Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Dale Jr.
Wow.
You mean wow? You became a Chase Elliott fan in 2017
2014.
when he was getting good. No, you didn't.
No,
He wasn't
yeah, I
even good.
did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I'm not lying.
Yeah,
He became my number one favorite in 2017, but like he was one of my favorites when he was in Xfinity since he drove for
Yep,
Junior.
after
of
Dale
course.
Jr. got bad, Chase Elliott Troy jumped both.
Okay,
Ross
Move on
Chastain
for
and
this
Matt DiBenedetto
bullying.
are
So-
so similar.
so
Oh,
we're gonna
oh.
move on.
Hang on, that was no, that's right. He wasn't part of the incident.
What?
Heartbreak for Corey LaJoy.
Oh, I feel bad. Oh, he like ran
who
his way
drove
up
into
to
him on pit road? Who was
Reddick.
that again? Reddick.
No, it wasn't Reddick's fault. I mean,
It was kind of just Martinsville.
Yeah,
pit
that
road.
was
It's just
that was kind
Martinsville
of just like
pit
a
road. It
pit
always
road
happens
incident.
every
That's
race.
like basic pit road.
happens
Yeah.
always at Indy too. No, it's always Truex
my
who gets
God,
involved
Indy.
in the Indy pit road. Oh,
Dude, but he was having his best race this season.
oh yeah, he drove up to like 10th. He was like
Yeah.
11th, but he drove
11th.
up
Yeah,
to
he
10th.
was 11th, and he was battling Kyle Busch. It's crazy.
He was going to pass him too.
Yeah,
Like he was on
I
the
feel
verge of
bad.
passing him, and then the caution came out.
At least he's kind of proven that he does. He's not just a back marker.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
think-
Spire itself was kind of proving that. I mean, they weren't that smart putting Haley in the car week and week and week, and it's clearly not showing with the 77. But like LaJoy, he's like top 25, which is a huge step up from
if he
years
can
past where they're
not
running
have
with Rick
something
Ware.
break, if he can not have something break or have some BS happen to him, he's running like 25th. Oh, there Troy checked his phone.
He kind of reminds me of what Suarez was like last year. Remember when he was like, he
Dude,
would like
I was
be running
immediately
really
on that hype
good.
train. I was immediately
yeah.
on that hype
He'd
train.
be like
last year.
running so good. He'd be running so good, and then something would happen. I remember the
Uh-oh.
first 3 races. Oh,
We lost Troy.
try, bro. Come on. What are you
Anyway,
doing?
back to
His
Suarez.
phone probably died. And I
Probably.
guarantee you that's what happened.
Yeah.
I remember the first 3 races of the season, he like missed the 500. That sucked. He would start Vegas, and then before the race even started, something went wrong. And then I feel bad for Suarez, man. He's been through it all.
I forget. There was at some point, like 3/4 of the way through the season last year, where he's back. Suarez had completed more laps than, or completed a higher percentage of laps than Bowman or something like that.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I mean, he doesn't wreck up equipment. That's the thing that people always assume when they think of a bust.
Yeah.
Suarez never wrecked up equipment. Suarez would always finish the car clean. He just wouldn't get the results out of the car.
Yeah.
And he's showing that with track cars now. Now he's keeping the car clean and getting results. So, I mean, I definitely don't think he ever leaves this ride anytime soon.
No.
Because, no, he won't ever. For the rest of his career, if this team stays alive, he will be in that ride. But, I mean, Suarez is just one of those guys. He's such a likable guy. I don't know how you can dislike
Yeah.
Suarez.
Dude,
I need some water, bro. I'm so thirsty.
So we're gonna move on the race. So lap 322. Something in Kyle Busch's car breaks, and he spins in the corner, and it collects no damage. That's kind of like a minor thing.
Yeah, that didn't
Move
go
on. Alfredo spins.
Yeah.
Next up, Chastain loses all talent and just what talent he has.
He had talent.
And no, and he goes into the corner and he takes out. I think he pushes Kozlowski into Suarez, and Suarez spins. He gets no damage. Later on, Ryan Newman gets spun. No damage, of course.
Oh, and then Chastain again.
Yeah, move on. So Chastain pushes Eric Jones straight into the corner and spins out Kozlowski.
Yeah.
And then 9 laps later, nine laps after the restart, we have the big one.
Kyle Busch sends it into turn 1, almost spins.
Oh, that was such a stupid move. When I saw the replay, I'm like, he's not gonna do it. I originally thought when I saw the replay that triggered the wreck.
It
like,
did.
He wrecked them all. Well, yeah, obviously it did. But I thought he like wrecked Busher in the corner, and the wreck like just continued out into the back.
Busher was sideways the entire corner, just about.
Even if Busher intentionally turned left, I don't blame him.
No, I don't either.
It was a bonehead move by Busch. I think he's not. I don't know. I wasn't gonna say Busch is past his prime. I don't. I was about to say.
I'll say he's past his prime.
Yeah,
he's past his prime. The Kyle Busch era has sailed.
How old is he? I forget how old is he.
38 or something like that.
36.
Well, he is getting up.
36, 38.
Let's see.
He came into the Cup Series. He was really
came into the Cup
young,
Series at 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, he was 20.
He'll be 36 in a couple weeks.
30.
So he's still fairly young.
He's fairly young. I mean, he might rebound. It just might be there like that slow couple years, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
That does happen with quite a few drivers. I can't name one off the top of my head, but I just know there's been drivers who have just been like 2-3 year slumps where they're just mediocre.
Well,
and then they kind of bounce back.
Like 2 or 3 years, and then he won a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he won his championship in 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first like couple of years of Stewart Haas, he would like
it was the learning curve.
He would win like 1 or 2 times a year, but he wouldn't be a factor for a championship.
No, not at all.
Tony Stewart, I don't know. When I just think of him, I just thought he was like such a mediocre driver. Like I know he has a lot of wins, but he just felt like mediocre.
No, I feel like he's a tiny bit overhyped. Like hear me out. Like he's a really, really good driver, but like I wouldn't put him close to Gordon. I wouldn't put him.
No,
yeah,
not
I wouldn't put him
close
to. I wouldn't put him close to Rusty Wallace, in my opinion. Like he had 3 championships, but if you look at the championships,
I put Rusty.
And he was in the right place at the right time. Like he earned 2005, 2002. Sterling Marlin had an injury, so that was pretty much given to him. 2011, he sucked all year and just came on strong in the chase. So thank Chase for that. And I don't want to downplay the championships, but like he really like earned like a full season in 2005. And like if you look at when he was in the 20 car, he was amazing. And then 2009, 2010, mediocre. 2012, 2013, and then 14, 15, 16, mediocre. So there's a good amount of years.
It was worse than mediocre. And from that time.
Or like I just said, he would win in spurts. Mm-hmm. He wasn't winning 3 or 4 races.
He would like go off and then just die down completely. I mean, he's just one of those drivers. Like I think there are drivers right now who are better. I think, no doubt in my mind, I think Kevin Harvick's better than Tony Stewart.
Oh,
I would argue maybe if Hamlin keeps it up, I think Hamlin's better than Stewart. Even though he doesn't have a championship, I think Hamlin.
No, Hamlin's catching Stewart and wins right now.
Yeah. Hamlin has what, 49, 50?
40. He is like 40. I think he's at 47, 48. Because he passed Bill Elliott a couple wins ago.
Good.
I forgot how many wins ago.
44.
44. Oh, so he ties him right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And then who is he? How many does Stewart have? Stewart has 52, right?
Stewart has 49.
49? I know it's something around there. I can't.
It's 49. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stewart is just one. It's hard to rank exactly where to.
Yeah, it's hard
'Cause he would
had
be
a
so
he had
good
a
at- he-
super weird career where like he was really good, but also like
Yeah,
he was never like
I think the word you're
the
looking for is he had a
greatest.
roller coaster career.
Yeah.
He would have
If you
so many
wanna-
highs, but he would also have so many lows.
The
Mhm.
14's become so. I don't want to use the word iconic because it's like not in present day, but he's known for that number nowadays. But he's not even the best driver to run that number.
Talking about
The
AJ
He wasn't
Foyt
even
now.
good in the 14.
Ned Jarrett? No, Ned Jarrett ran the 11.
Nate Jarrett was 11.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
maybe he was the best in the 14.
Maybe I'm looking at this wrong, but how many wins did he get from 2013 to 2016? I know he won his final race at Sonoma.
Two.
That was all big.
He won Dover in 2013 and then he won Sonoma in 2016.
Yeah, he got 2 wins in 4 season period. He wasn't that good in my opinion. I think he's. Oh, one sec.
Monty Flock
one
won
sec.
14 races and only 103 starts in the 14.
Yeah.
And Stewart did that Stewart won 16 and 262 starts.
All right. Let's move on from that. So the big wreck that involved Kurt Busch,
Everything.
Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Matt DiBenedetto, Ryan Preece. He actually caught on fire a little bit. Anthony Alfredo was in it. Eric Jones was in it. Alex Bowman's day was ended. And this caution came out actually like a couple laps after he had to pit from a loose wheel. So like if he waited like 2 more laps, even though his car was like done over, but like if we waited 2 more laps and he got through this, then his race would have been saved and he wouldn't be in this mess.
Guess who else was in that wreck? Our great
Cody
friend
Ware.
Cody Ware.
Cody
Cody
Ware.
Ware was in the wreck.
Wait. Cody
Okay, I'm
Ware
out.
was also in that wreck. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Cody Ware
surprise,
was in the
surprise.
surprise. Then Justin Haley and then Daniel Suarez was
wreck.
mad
yeah.
about that because if we remember correctly, he was on old tires. He was on the top 10, and then
He was running outside lane.
William Byron just pushed him to the corner, and
I
he
don't
went all the way up and just like skimmed the wall. And he was like back of the pack pretty much, like Ben Pack, and that's how he got in this wreck like 2 laps later. So he got out of the car and his car was on fire, and he threw his water bottles at Byron, and then like the NASCAR officials and stuff like that, they didn't get to his car quick enough. Since his car was literally like burning, it was just like, yeah. And he was mad at that. So not a good day for Suarez.
Do I blame Suarez for getting mad? No, but I mean, I don't also think he should get that mad at Byron. Yes, Byron in the end did moving him cost him Suarez would get wrecked, cause chain reaction, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, Suarez was holding him off on the outside lane. I don't blame Byron for moving him. So, I mean, it's kind of just like a racing incident, but it's like borderline kind of dirty, but I don't think it was.
Yeah. Will it carry over at all, you think? I don't think Suarez is the guy to carry anything over in another race.
Suarez doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you see what happened? He literally dropped Michael McDowell, who's like a full
Dude, I remember
5, 6 inches.
That's still funny.
Someone
God.
tried saying that, like,
Yeah, Michael McDowell like came over. He's like all acting tough. Suarez like picked him up by his chest and threw him to the ground.
Dude, I remember when someone tried saying that McDowell won that. I'm like, are you on crack?
What?
I'm like, what are you on?
Man's like, I don't know how tall Suarez is, but Michael McDowell is one tall dude.
Is he?
Compared to Suarez, he was like a foot taller.
Suarez is like really fit. Like I feel like he's one of like the most fit in the garage.
He is. Probably. He's up there with like DiBenedetto.
Well, DiBenedetto is his own like class. But
DiBenedetto's like shredded. Man can deadlift me. DiBenedetto could probably deadlift me and Troy combined.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that'd just be like deadlifting me or benching me. So
You
yeah.
can probably do it with one of each arm to be like,
Suarez is only 5'9".
Yeah, we move on. So after the big one,
Short.
we have a
Well, I'm
good
taller than
56
Swords,
lap
W.
run,
W.
which is really good.
Considering the
Until
average green
Chase
flag run was
Briscoe spawned.
25 laps.
It was a pretty good run, honestly. And then that
Mhm.
would cause Chase Briscoe would spin. And then I believe everybody came down pit road, which is where Blaney got the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna flick that cap? You gonna flick that cap? Did Blaney win? No, he didn't. He didn't. Okay. Blaney would get a penalty, which would end his race ultimately for a win. He was catching guys though. He was going through. He started all the way at the back of the line, and he made a ground quick. He would still finish 11th, which I would say is honestly pretty good for being at the back and having 40 laps to go. It was like
Wait, it was a 42 lap run.
42
With the
lap
finish.
run. 11th is strong. I mean, to be fair, most of the cars he passed were extremely damaged, but
Well,
I mean, still 11th.
everyone that he would have passed was, let's see, lead lap. He would have passed Newman, Custer, Chastain, Bubba, Stenhouse, Dillon, Busher, and DiBenedetto. And he did pass Kyle for 10th, but then Kyle got back by him because he used up his tires because he was hauling ass.
Yeah, so the final run would come down to Denny Hamlin having the short run car and see if he could drive away. But I feel like as the day went on, Hamlin's short run car became a really short run car.
Yeah.
Because Truex because Truex would I know at the start of the race, Hamlin would take a 2, maybe a 3-second lead to Blaney, but I know he barely would get out to a 1.5-second lead over Truex in that final run. Truex just chased him down, passed him.
Truex's car came to life the moment.
Yeah, I think part of it
Truex
is
this.
the race, of course, was in the day, but it was meant to be at night. So Truex's car was trimmed out to be to work to be fast in the night. So it all worked out for him since the race ended at night. And not for Denny, who they adjusted the car all day to be good in the day.
Yeah. Truex also had, I'd say, the second best long run car all day.
Yeah.
He was always behind Blaney by less than a second, other than in that massive second stage when he would get out to a 5-second lead. So I mean, I wouldn't say it was an undeserved win for Truex, because he was it was Hamlin, Blaney, Truex all day. Class of the field, no doubt in my mind. They were always top 3 until Blaney got the penalty. So, I mean, it wasn't undeserved, but it was out of the 3, I think Truex did deserve it the least, I guess you could say.
I mean,
because he didn't lead as many laps, and he didn't
lead as many laps, but he was always
20 laps,
which was the last 20 laps.
Yeah.
He's still top 3 all day. So I mean, it could be worse. You could have a driver like Chase Elliott who was 6th all day win.
At one point, I thought that's what was going to happen.
I'm happy.
I'm
happy
side by
with
side.
second,
I really
honestly.
thought that was going to happen.
I was getting scared. I was just praying Danny would hold.
He was one of the fastest.
If I lost to Martinsville,
at the
if
end.
Truex lost to Martinsville race to Chase Elliott by completely just passing him, no stupid penalty, none of that, I would have gone mildly violent. I'm gonna be honest. My TV would be out the window.
You probably wouldn't be here today.
I wouldn't be here today. I would skip this podcast. I would have probably retired. I would have been done.
That's why we didn't do the
15,
podcast in Watkins Glen 2018 and 19. So we didn't have to deal with that.
We're not doing a podcast after Watkins Glen 2022 either. Or 2021.
Oh, we're going to be doing a live reaction. That's why.
That's going to be live. That's going to make it so much better.
Can we do a live reaction sometime?
Yeah. I want to do Talladega.
Can we do?
We were going to do Talladega.
I want to do Talladega.
I could do a live post-race reaction. I can't do a live.
Could you catch maybe the last 20 laps of the race?
We'll see. It depends. What time's the race start? That'll be a big factor.
If you can catch the last 20 laps, I'll be fine with the last 20 laps. We all just got to watch.
Yeah, me and Kaden can do the whole race together. Honestly,
the race starts at
if 2. You want. The race starts at 2.
I highly doubt I'll be able to get on. before the race ends. Now, like,
I mean, if Cody Bear's in it, I mean, you could kind of like stall it out a little bit.
I mean, there's gonna be Chris. There's gonna be like 2 red flags.
yeah, sure. I mean, like Darlington, I can do that because that race doesn't start till 3:30, and it's
Yeah,
gonna-
you could try
Ever.
the summer Daytona. Because like a super speedway is gonna be like the most fun to just react to. It's the most
Yeah, because
entertaining.
it's gonna be raw emotion. It's gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, that.
Yeah, because and it's guaranteed.
Me and Troy can try like
working.
last 10.
I'll be working
trying.
summer Daytona. It's at night on Saturday.
I'll honestly do like the entire thing. I don't care.
Me and Troy can do
Sounds fun to do.
Talladega. Because it's what? It's not this race. It's next race, right?
It's next race. Hopefully my work cooperates with that and it doesn't
I
put
mean,
me
the
on.
600. You know, if we want to stay up and actually watch that.
But that's been boring. You know what? The package is just like it's
Yeah,
No,
That's
but
kinda
even with the 600, I guess we could just kind of talk about everything.
yeah.
going
I mean,
on.
we could also
We can
just, like,
kinda just
about
talk.
what's going on.
We don't
Because-
have to specifically talk about NASCAR. We can just
Coverage.
unfiltered.
Coverage starts at 6 for that, so the green flag won't be until after I'm home. So
And we can try the 600. I
we can
mean,
do the
Just
600 is.
spend- yeah,
I can
one
barely
more
stay
day.
awake with the 600 just by myself. I mean, so that would actually keep me
Yeah,
up
so
the
we
whole
could just
time.
talk to each other. So that's a lot
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah,
And yeah, we're all gonna be off and everything
yeah,
since it's
I'll be home
Memorial
before the
Day
race even starts.
weekend.
we'll see if Nick will do it. I doubt Nick will do it. Nick
Oh.
said he already doesn't want to do
I
it.
want 10%. That's not good.
All right,
Check
yeah,
your
we gotta
phone.
wrap this up then, so your phone don't die. Oh, we have a
Play
couple
or
of
not
things-
play.
So Martin Truex Jr. gets his 29th career win. He passes Carl Edwards. That's
The
cool.
goat.
Yeah.
You could say the goat.
He's the goat of Martinsville right now.
Yeah. He is.
He's the goat of NASCAR
That's
right
that scheme. Oh my god, it looks so good at night when
now.
it
Yeah,
wins.
all of his schemes. Man hasn't had a bad scheme. Other than that one weirdly gross green scheme he ran in the one car at Pocono. That was gross.
The one like half patriotic car that he had last year. I wasn't.
You didn't like that? I love
Nah,
that.
I
No,
didn't
because
like
it's a carbon copy of Casey's from like 2015 or something like that.
Then you should like it.
No,
No, you should like
that's
You
not
should
how
like
it
it.
works.
We have
so
to do
playoffs.
fantasy.
Yeah, let's do playoffs,
Playoffs and then fantasy.
We'll do fantasy. Someone text Nick. He's got the last pick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
don't really have to. No, yeah, we've already.
We'll
talked
just
about
ask.
that. We've already talked about the playoff point situation. We don't have to talk about that.
It didn't even change that much. Yeah, we talked about it
Yeah,
before.
pretty
we
much.
got to Cup race.
Pretty much. Kurt Busch on a cutoff over.
Troy,
Bowman.
But
we spent like the entire time where you were bugging out talking about it. And
did
then
you?
come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can get into fantasy.
Where's your screen, bro?
I'm getting there. Cool your tits,
Oh,
kid.
I have first pick because I did dog water with pick and
Oh,
Keselowski.
I just want to see like who I.
Who picked
Here we
Blaney
go,
and who did it
Richmond.
work out for? Chris,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
lucky, bro. I picked Blaney the race. He was good. You can
Yeah, it's
thank
funny,
me
you
for
got
Blaney's
second
success.
though because Nick took Byron.
Because that was just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since we're going to Richmond and Richmond is a Toyota track, I'm going to take one Christopher Bell.
So
Did
I
I
could
have
see him
this
winning.
race last
Troy,
race?
you still
I
have
have Jones.
No, you
I have
have
Larson, Newman, Briscoe. Correct.
you don't have
I have
Briscoe.
Larson and Newman.
Yeah.
Who do I have?
You have Custer and Dillon.
Okay. I've gotten it. I think I know who I'm obviously going to take.
That's a given right there. That's
Troy,
a
I think I
given.
know who you're taking.
I'm gonna take Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Newman has a lot of good luck at Talladega.
And Larson's actually pretty fast at Richmond. He's won there before.
Yeah, but that was complete luck.
That was complete
that
luck. His
Hamlin-
pit crew won him that race. Hamlin dumped Truex. I was the style.
Yeah, Junior should have won that race if a caution came out. Still salty. Stay salty.
I'm going to obviously take Dillon. He had a strong run there in the fall. I'm not taking Custer. I cannot put that much trust into that, man.
Who do you think Nick would take, Bubba or Briscoe?
Briscoe.
Briscoe. Save Bubba. He was
Doesn't
pretty
Briscoe have a
damn
win
good.
there in Xfinity?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He has one win. It was 2019, wasn't it? Oh no, didn't he win? He won Iowa in 2019.
That would've
So
been
it's
20 no,
2020.
It wasn't
Who won there?
2018.
2021, there was Algar. He swept the race.
Algar swept both of them last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is a number one there, but
Yeah, but
Just
he's
out.
gonna
We'll
run
just-
Bubba at Dago.
he has the experience because that's better than Bubba at Bubba is really good at play races. Not
Yeah.
really good, but he's better than Custer. Or what's his
Briscoe.
name? Briscoe.
So, yeah, I've got to take Dylan. I mean, Dylan is a no-brainer. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't really
after
have that
last year.
much. I don't have any trust into Custer at Talladega, but I don't think I have any trust into anybody at Talladega. So.
Yeah, that's gonna leave me with a shit pick next week when we do Dago picks.
Who do you have for Dega?
Justin.
Oh,
You know what? If he can just do Chastain things and, he's going to cause the big one. I already know.
Yeah, I know.
Guarantee the first big one is going to involve all of our fantasy drivers. Because all of our fantasy
but not
drivers
Cody
are.
Ware.
Yeah, but not
No,
Cody.
Cody
Ware.
Ware. Cody Ware's going to be leading that. Cody Ware leads every single lap of that race.
Hit myself.
You won't be there to see it, so you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Troy would be doing the live. Imagine if we were doing that and Cody Ware ended up winning. I don't think we'd continue the podcast anymore.
No, it wouldn't. Just be
I
like,
don't
this is
think
the
I'd
last
want
they'll
to.
hear of us.
I don't think I'd want to. After
Troy deletes his Instagram account. He's like, yeah, no, I'm done, bro. I can't post about this. I can't post about this.
Troy's like, I
Two-
cannot feasibly make this post. Like,
How do I
2
word
weeks
this? How
ago,
do
I literally went on.
how do I say this?
2 weeks ago, I literally went on a 20-minute rant on why he's so bad. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
Final
Since we did
thoughts
fantasy,
for
we got
Richmond.
We got picks. Who's gonna
Oh,
win?
picks. Who's
Oh,
gonna win?
Who's gonna win? And who's gonna suck? I'll
Who's
go
gonna
first.
win?
Blaney's gonna suck.
Oh, okay.
We all know that.
All right.
Okay. He's not messing
Who's gonna-
around. He
who's
went
gonna
straight to
win?
the bone.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Who's gonna win? I guess Truex. Truex is gonna win again.
Okay.
I would like that. I would really like that.
Yeah, no way. Really.
Who's gonna suck? I'm gonna say Elliot's gonna suck.
I knew you were gonna say that.
All right.
It was that big. No, I was that big. Who's gonna win? Oh, I'm gonna go Kyle Busch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hasn't won there since 2018 fall race. Swept the
Alright.
races there that year. So
Well, I will be joining you with the JGR brigade of winners, but I'm going to go with the other guy who's going to get his second win of the season. I'm going to
Stroud,
double down
yeah!
on my fantasy pick.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Who's
Al
gonna
and Truex
suck?
are the first multi-winners of the season. Oh my god.
Who's gonna suck? I'm gonna go Byron. Byron's finally gonna have a bad race.
He hasn't finished outside. He has 7 top 10s this year.
6.
No, that's
6?
Hamlin at 7 top 10. Oh, and Hamlin
Hamlin has 7 top 5.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's finished third. 5
Byron
races
has
in a
6
row.
straight top 10s. So
Yeah, I could definitely see Byron. So, I
literally
mean, I don't
outside
know
of
his
Daytona,
stats there.
he's been in the top 10. So, but I think
I'm honestly fine
reality-
with any of the winners here today.
Yeah,
Or
I bet.
Truex,
Yeah.
or Bell. I don't care.
mean, Busch-
Jeez, Denny's finished third 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
How many points is okay? What is actual points?
He's like 77 points above Truex in actual
Yeah, it's
points.
ridiculous.
Oh well, okay. He's already got the regular season championship clinched.
Truex has 2 wins, and Denny's only 3 points behind him in playoff points.
Yeah, because his finishes are 5th, 3rd, 11th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd.
Playoff points, and I'm nuts.
And
It's like
Denny,
stage wins.
Denny has 3 stage wins.
Danny has 3 stage wins.
Yeah.
Truex has 2 wins and 1 stage win.
Yep. So yeah, it's crazy how fast Hamlin is, and he doesn't have a win yet.
I mean, JGR kind of coming back. I know a lot of people said, "Hey, Truex is down, man. Truex is out. He's not winning a race this season. He's already won 2."
Yeah, and now we look at Kyle, who's the worst of the bunch, actually, on paper.
On paper, oh god, easily. I'm actually still sticking with Bell championship winner. I will not back out of that championship.
Nah, you
race.
got to be committed.
Yeah,
I'm
you
I
have
committed.
remember
I'm
this. And
committed for the rest of the
if you try to
season.
change that mid
I'm
season,
not changing
Oh,
it.
it's not
dude,
gonna
if
happen.
you
not
change
changing
it,
it.
I am ripping you apart every
I'm
single
not
time.
changing it.
One day he's gonna be like, you know what, guys, this is why I've been picking Hamlin for the championship. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Guys, I've had Truex since day one, bro.
Wasn't
I have
even your
Bell.
first thought. It wasn't Truex wasn't even your first thought. Bell was.
Literally before the season even started, we were like, it was like the final podcast of the year, and I was like, Christopher Bell wins the championship, bro. On God, I swear. Final four will be Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch. I'm not sticking by that, but I would love that.
Okay. I think
You want to end it there?
Yeah, I think we're gonna
I think
end
we
it on
should.
that note with
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
I lied about that whole championship 4 part. The only thing I didn't lie about was Christopher Bell winning the championship.
We didn't lie about Cody Ware leading every single lap of Talladega. Will happen.
It will happen.
I don't think
So,
I'd be here the day after.
thanks for watching this week. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, like, comment that stuff on there. We're also on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and I don't know what else. Is that it? That's it. Leave a review, like, comment, that stuff. And hope you enjoy Richmond, and we'll see you next week.